Hey guys, what up? My name is Joy, and I'm actually going to record the TV here in a minute, but I have a topic I want to talk about, so yeah. And we don't need to see my face really, because it doesn't really matter at this point. Um, let's see here. Um, Pretty much the topic of today is, and I gotta turn off the music on the TV or turn the volume down or something. The topic of today would be, what do you guys think in terms of have you ever felt the feeling of wanting someone that you may have lost at some point? Like you could have been in a relationship with them and you lost them, and it didn't work out, and you guys broke up. Um, and then as time goes on, um, people change, things change, and I don't know, because I have like this aching feeling right now, and it really sucks because I've had plenty of time to get over it, and yet I still feel like I don't know if I am or if I'm not, but like I feel like I want to be with somebody, but I can't because I was already with them at one point in time. Like that feeling, not the feeling of oh I'm not over them type of feeling, but the feeling of oh I was with them once already, and I'd like to get with them again, but you never know how to really communicate because things could have ended badly, so communication could be thrown off. Um, that feeling. Um, So yeah. Anyways, however, there are some things that prevent stuff like that from actually do happening. I think one of the things is actually people don't. Um, yes, I'm gonna take the gold bike out because I like the gold bike. I don't really like the gold supercars. Like I've got all the supercars in GTA 5. I've got the Porsche, Lambo, got the Ford GT, um, Z-Type, another Lambo. I think that's the Ferrari and that's the Lambo. The Xfinity, Cheetah, the Veyron, and the Audi. So I'm gonna take the bike out because I like the bikes. The bikes in GTA, and like I said, I want a bike as well. So I think that's why I'm just gonna take the bike out. Um, but pretty much, yeah. You ever get that feeling where like you just still have that bounty on me? You just want to be with somebody that you can't be with, and I don't know. It bugs me a little bit, and I don't know. It's like I want to get back with somebody, but like they just hate my guts. And like I don't even understand that either. It's like I guess the person I'm talking about is we had a pretty good relationship as far as I could tell. Now she's got a pretty big hatred for me. Um, Probably because of what I said after the breakup. It was more or less after the breakup. That's the reason she hates me. But prior to that, we get along fine. And I try to let things go, try to forgive people for stuff. I'm not, at first I was mad, but over time and with that time, I've kind of learned to accept it and, forgive her and the things she did as well. So I think that's a mature step. I think that's a big step. I mean, you can't really, like, I can't be angry at her the entire time. I'm sure there was a reason for it. I know there was a reason for it, but at the same time, I don't know. I guess I expected better from the person, and I mean, we always expect better from people, I think, and sometimes we do have our hopes or our hype a little too high. Um, I don't know. It's just been bugging me a little bit, and I just really wanted some answers and never really got them. I did, however, get them recently, and even though I laugh about them and um, make fun of them and jab at them a bit. I am still kind of a little bit angry and pissed off in some way towards what has happened. Um, but again, I am also sad and angry, and like I have all these mixed feelings towards this at the moment, and I really feel like I could just talk to my channel and let people know kind of what's going on. Um, but again, I didn't really do anything as fucked up as some of the shit that's happening, with the relationship ending the way it did. And like I said, at the same time, though, that was way in the past. Things happened in the past, and it's been a while since that shit's happened, and I'm fine with it. I actually am completely fine with it. But I know now that, I did some things as well, and they weren't very good things, and I don't know. I don't know how to make it up or like really go about giving it another shot, especially with communication being as severed as it is. Um, I'd like to down the road, but I need to get some shit in my life situated first before I even consider it. And even then, I still may not. Um, it really just depends. Uh, yeah, sorry I'm driving around in circles. I'm just like trying to talk to you guys, and there's really nothing going on. I'm also looking for a car to sell because I don't know if Rockstar is like nerfed the shit out of ammo or whatever, but like every time something happens, I lose ammo, and I'm trying to figure out what the fuck's going on or whatever. But yeah, guys, that's my thoughts on that, and like my feelings towards just the overall I guess angriness I feel towards a certain somebody, and um, my emotions are running high, and like just things that happened months ago, months ago, and like I don't know, I don't really get what happened. Like I said, we got along great, we clicked very well. There's just some things I think that she was fed up with in regards to myself, and I understand those things now and trying to change those things now, and um, obviously not for her, but I'm doing it because I know I need to. And it's just like, I don't know. Don't know. Don't really know what happened with that. And then on top of it, again, finding out what I found out recently just kind of made me laugh a little bit. Like, there's still some resentment there, but there's not as much as there used to be. And, you know, um, and I'm still angry even if I laugh about it. Like I said, I've got mixed emotions on the whole matter, but um, yeah, this bike right here. Okay, so I was looking at bikes last night, and we're on 7 minutes, 8 minutes. I was looking at this bike last night though, and I thought this was a Ninja for a second. Then I found out it was a Ducati because of the lights. Um, and so I've been looking at Ducatis, and they're actually a little bit more expensive than Ninjas, but I am considering getting a Ducati to start. And I know this one I think is like 30 grand for this bike right here that I'm on. And so in GTA 5 it's actually like 15 grand, but in this one it's or in real life it's actually 30 for the current model that I want. Um, and I'm thinking about either getting a bike or um, I'm pretty sure I can convince somebody who I know, and I know it's gonna sound really wrong, but keep in mind my mom kind of messed up when I was younger, so she hasn't really been a part of my life for a long time. As payback, though, I'm thinking of getting an Audi, and I want your guys' opinions. Would you want me to get Kawasaki, or a Ducati, or a R8? I really, really want an R8, but I know the price on an R8 is a bit more expensive, so I'm gonna try and see what I can work out with the mother when she gets out of prison. And yeah, I'm on the fence because I know when if I get the Audi, I'm gonna be disappointed because first off, I love cars. Cars are great, but I think I'd really want a motorcycle too. And so I'm just like, and see, I could buy a motorcycle on my own. I wouldn't have to wait. So I mean, it's just a matter of really dealing with what I want in terms of the vehicle right now. Like I said, a lot of things are changing over the course of these next few months. Uh, we've got, I don't know if Texas is still happening, so I'm just going to stay here. More than likely, I'm going to stay here. But I might have a vacation in Utah um, if my Aunt Dina responds to what I wrote on Facebook. And for the summertime, I might go to Utah and kick it with family and try to build that relationship back up as best I can. Because I mean, really, they're getting older and they're not going to be around forever. So, and I need to kind of make amends with them as well. You know, like, and that's what I try to base my life on, guys. You know, I make screw ups. I'm a human being. You know, I fuck up, um, as does everybody. But I think the best thing you can do is just make amends with your enemies, and that's what I try to do, anyways. I don't really, you know, I don't hate any of my exes. I may not agree with some of the shit they've done, and they may not agree with some of the shit I've done. It's the same with family. They may not agree with stuff I've done, and same for me. But I can't stay mad at everybody forever, and I think my mom is really the only exception to the rule right now. But you know, we'll see how that goes. And like I said, if I can build up the family relations, maybe because I haven't seen my mom at the prison in a long time. I actually stopped going, and so I'm gonna see if we can try to fix that and see what's gonna happen with that relationship in terms of my own mother. Um, we'll try to get that situated and repaired a little bit. You know, she's not getting any younger either, so um, I think that's the good thing with me getting older. You know, you mature a little bit as you get older, and you realize that there's really no point in being angry at everybody anymore. You know, like like I said, I've made mistakes that I'm not proud of with a bunch of people in my life, and you know, I try to apologize and make amends best I can, and sometimes it works, sometimes it don't, and I really think that you know that's really all you can do as a person and as a human being. Can't really, you know, I don't like dwelling on people as much, and I try not to dwell, but sometimes it's really hard, especially if you love somebody enough to dwell. You know, like if you were in a relationship with someone to dwell, or you have close relations to someone where you dwell, like family members, you know, then you know emotions sometimes get the best of people. I guess is what I'm trying to say, and it's not always a good thing. And my best advice is to if it comes to that, I guess you could say that stop and think before you open your mouth, because I normally do not do that. And like I said, there's some things I wish I could have taken back from what I said. But so yeah, this GTA 5 takes place like in LA, and I've taken some pictures, and I actually am a little irritated too with this because my crew on here sent me a link to their Facebook, and I really don't want to get involved in anything serious gaming right now. Like I said, I'm trying to get some stuff rolling, a vehicle, trying to get, like I said, either a Ducati or a Ninja and a Audi R8, maybe, depending on which one I want. And then if I get the R8 though, I'm probably gonna get a house in the countryside. Uh, Not as nice a house as I probably would want, but if I'm gonna get an R8, I'm gonna get a house in the countryside so that way I can go as fast as I want and like speed up to the house, you know, and do all that shit. Um, so those are my goals right now, and then like I think later on I'm probably actually gonna go back to school. I know I kind of talked about that a bit, and it's just a matter of saving up the money to do it because I'm gonna have to pay out of pocket before I can get financial aid for a semester. I'm gonna try and do that again, and hopefully take something a little bit more enthusiastic towards a major because when I went, I took like math and stuff. Um, this is part one of this video. I'm gonna do another one because I'm running out of time. But thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you on part two.